Oh yeah, nice walleye.
Not a bad start.
Not a bad start at all. Hey guys, we're gonna show you a little Marquette sunshine today. We're here with Mike Coziera from Marquette Adventures Guide Service. That was the first KVD 4-inch little, just a caffeine shad, no bait at all. We're here in Marquette County. We're gonna play a little catch and release. Look at that beautiful sunshine. Today's your lucky day, young man. Stay tuned here on Fisherman's Digest.
There you go.
Get him, John. Fish on. I don't know what it is, but I think it's a walleye the way it hit. Tick. Tell you what, guys, you're not throwing plastics for these fish. You're missing a really fun opportunity. We'll let this one go now. My guest today, Mike Coziera, runs Marquette Adventures Guide Service, and he also does eco tours. So if you're, whether it's a couple or a family, Mike, you take people out and kind of just experience the reality of a gorgeous county like Marquette, correct?
That's correct.
So whether it's fishing for a day or hiking and nature trail seeing, waterfall guide, whatever, you'll take people out just to experience the county, right?
Yes, we try to just get people out to experience the Upper Peninsula, show them some areas of it they haven't seen or wouldn't seen usually just by looking it up online.
Also has a group of guides that he works closely with in the area. So whether you go out with Mike or whether you go out with one of his guides, whether it's on the big water of Lake Superior or ice fishing, you can put them in contact with what they want, correct?
Yeah, we can always refer folks to get out into the adventure that they want to go on. We have some really good referrals for Lake Superior. We don't quite operate on it, but,
right.
But yeah, we have a network of guides that we use. And most of them work with me,
right,
to get people on the ice or on the water.
Oh, man, he's in his element now with the walleyes.
Yeah, I said to Scotty, why is it that I always seem to catch, I always seem to catch walleyes? Well, yes, I do. Look at how he put that right in his mouth. Beautiful fish. And I think one of the things that I love about what you're doing, Mike, with the families and the tours, is that you can get these people involved in a hot bite, correct?
That's correct, yeah. So we can take 5 and older, a lot of families out. We can fit 3 on our boat to do this. So just getting folks on fish, teaching them techniques, that's what we do. We're pretty proficient at just teaching folks to fish on our tours. So you don't need to be an expert to come out with us.
Well, I'll tell you what, go out with Mike because you're gonna catch fish.
Yeah, I met that one.
Oh yeah, that's a nice walleye.
Yeah, we were actually idling up to try to get out of the sun a little bit to get more in the shade line here, and I threw out about 20 feet of water and
scored.
Let the bait fall all the way to the bottom, and it went tunk.
I love the deep water tunk, Scotty.
Yeah.
I don't, bam!
There he is.
I'm telling you what, just popping. That's the thing I love about these rage swimmers. Whether you're just real and slow, you have to figure out the cadence. Once you figure out the cadence, Plastics beat the heck out of live bait all day long. Look at the way he hit that fish right there. Awesome, awesome job. Well, we're gonna get a couple of these guys back in the swing of things, catch you some more fish here from Marquette County.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Angler Quest, built with purpose. Traxstech, the ultimate fishing system. Strike King, tie one on. Garmin.
We all want to keep moving, and we all need fuel to do it. Now, with the revolutionary Flo-Fast system, you can fuel up and keep moving from literally anywhere. Flo-Fast will pump or siphon an amazing 8 gallons per minute, so you can get back to what you do best. To find out more about Flo-Fast, go to flofast.com. Flo-Fast. Fuel up. Keep moving.
There it is.
It's a nice one.
Smallmouth, probably.
It's a nice one. Here, Scott, we'll do the rotation. A close-up view of this swim bait. So again, I got a VMC Moon Eye jig, and then I've got this 325. Now the 325 has the clear bottom with the glitter and the opaque top. And I'm going to grab the packet right here and show it to you right up front. So it's a 325 Rage swimmer. And the color, so you guys know, this is one of my favorite colors. And yeah, this is just pearl. And that pearl with that fleck bottom, it seems to be super, super effective. And like I say, this one now, that might be my last fish on that. I might try to throw it one more time and catch a fish because it's starting to get ripped right here away, but we're gonna let one rip it off. So I'm gonna show everybody at home. I realize this is basic 101, but you know, I get a lot of comments on our Facebook page that guys really wanna know the proper way to put one on. So one of the things you wanna make sure when the jig head is up, that the tail itself is down like that. You want the paddle to be pointing down. So the best way to do it is just hold it, make sure the paddle's down, go straight in the front, and then there's a little groove where your hook comes out. A lot of guys will use that particular groove for burying a rod, a tip if they want, and I hear a drag in the background right now. Doubled up. Oh, I might even need the net. One of those looks good. Yeah, I see that, Mike.
Yeah, he's a good fighter.
Yeah, beautiful.
On these fishing.
Scotty, step in here. Got a double going on.
Take a look at, he completely engulfed.
Just
so.
took it all the way in. I mean, that's a crazy hit. And
Hold those two up together.
Yeah, I think definitely the rate of fall and the line size has a lot to do with it now that I've switched over to what you guys were throwing before.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I got away from my bass tackle and my 20-pound test.
Yep. And now, Scotty, that's like 2 casts in a row. Here, I'll switch with you, Scotty. The detail.
There's another one, John.
That's a better one. Yeah. We're just rotating through here. You wonder if the fishing's good here in Marquette County? Well, Brett will show you this. Oh. There's a demonstration of how bad they want it. Right in their throats, Mike.
Yep.
Look at that in the sun. That is such a nice fish. Fish.
There it is.
Good fish too. And oh, it's a nice walleye. Oh, Look at that. Look at that. Right there in the sun. Beautiful fish. Look at that. Talk about rage craw fishing, rage tail fishing, whether it's caffeine shads, 325s, 375s, you're just matching the hatch, the size of the bait, to your circumstance. These lakes where you're fishing, you know, there's different spots you can fish. You know, you can cast into shore and you can retrieve. A couple guys can do that, but a guy like me, sitting in the back of the boat, you know, kind of wearing out on the casting, can simply drop a line like this straight down to the bottom, a slow lift and tight line, and guys, you'll feel that tick, and that's really all your tell is the tick. And the key to it is not a fast, but a firm up and then a tight line drop, and you'll feel that tick on that tight line lowering. You're not dropping it, you're lowering it. And Brett will try to show you the cadence. So it's a quick up and then a tight line down, and then a quick up and a tight line down. And that's really what you're looking to do when you're vertical jigging. Now you also want to be aware on a daily basis of different cadences. In other words, the action that you give your bait isn't going to be the same day in and day out, and it might even change throughout the course of the day depending on the mood of the fish. You can get the fish that are bonsai during a high feeding cycle where you're going to have to be more aggressive. Scott and I and Mike through, you know, locked into that early, that you really needed to pop it a little bit to get them to strike it. And you know, once the bite tapers off a little bit, you might want to slow that down.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Polarcraft, the toughest built aluminum boats, bar none. Dreamweaver, home of the revolutionary Spin Doctor. Lose, feel the difference. WavePro, best ride on the water.
WavePro high-performance boat pedestals eliminate bottoming out and back-jarring impacts. Now available the 2.0 version and slider seat hubs. The best in air shock technology provides a controlled return to keep you on your seat. Fast and easy to install with permanent mounts or movable hubs for quick and easy seat placement in 10 to 16-inch models. WavePro high-performance boat pedestals, best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.
Turn this up a little bit.
How about me?
Here you go, John.
Oh,
Sounds like a good one.
this might be a big walleye. Way out offshore. How about tap, 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 tap.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Yeah, we'll let Mike net this one. Beautiful walleye. We'll let him go. So right here on my Garmin, guys, what we've got is you see the fish right below the boat right now. In fact, I'm gonna drop down and just, because we're going so slow here, I'm just gonna go ahead and vertical jig while I talk. So you see we're working in this bay, and we came to this primary point leaving the bay, and we found an area. Inside the bay was all weeds. We found an area where there was no weeds and deep water, extremely close to shore, like 7-8 feet of water right next to the weeds. And I'm telling you what, we've all caught nice walleyes in here just since we've arrived. So you've got a primary reed bed point, a secondary point, deep water close by. When you cast right up to the reeds and pull it back. But I think the key here, guys, is understanding as you went through that you got solid weeds there and you got open water with no weeds there. Obvious, you can see on the Garmin the presence of bait fish. So pay attention to little details when you're fishing. Scotty's hooked up, lost it, but that's okay. Pay attention to details when you're fishing and understand that sometimes it's the combination of depth and other factors that will dictate where those fish will hold. Fish on.
There you go.
Yeah, get him. Way to go, Matt. I love it when a plan comes together, because Matt pulled in here and said, this is a good spot. This is
Matt?
I don't know, but this is a nice fish though. This is a really nice fish. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this is one we want to hold up and talk about. Right? Oh. That's the first thing I noticed. There it is. Fish. That's the first thing I noticed. Make sure you get that in the sunlight. That's awesome.
Yeah, we just took the spot lock off. We were drifting in and just cast it straight at the point of this island and let it sink to about 20 feet and just popped it slowly along the bottom, light lifts, 6-inch lifts. Just reel up your slack, keep it tight, and he nailed it. Probably one of the nicer fish we've caught today.
And that's kind of the beautiful thing, Mike, about practice and catch and release, isn't it? That the lakes get healthier.
Yeah, they do. Absolutely. The fish have time to grow. You know, a lot of lakes around the central UP region, Upper Peninsula region, a lot of the fish, you'll go there, catch 20, 14.5-inch fish. Those fish don't have time to mature, so you'll catch less fish. But if they can get over that 15-inch range, you can really, take some home for dinner, and then also they have time to spawn and reproduce. What I like about this spot is a channel, but off to the side it's a little bay. And there's almost a 14-foot cauldron right here that runs right up underneath those branches and logs and trees there. So they'll nest up, and it's almost a straight drop offshore. It goes from 2-3 feet just right down to 8 and then drops again to 14. So there's lots of areas for those fish to explore and sit and ambush prey.
One after the other. I mean, this has got to be pushing 30 fish now today on the striking rage tail and the rage swimmer. Off we go. We're gonna catch more. We just pulled into this spot. Mike got a big one. Scott got a small one. I got a medium one. There's some fish here, boys.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Offshore Tackle Products, Flo-Fast, world's leading portable fluid transfer system, Drotto, catch and release boat system.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Load with ease. Simply drive on the trailer and the Drotto will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever, and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Drotto is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Online at DrottoProducts.com.
Really tight to shore on that one. Casted right into that discoloration line. And I mean, that's what's crazy, guys. Don't make any assumptions about fish location, because I mean, Scott caught probably one of the best 2 fish of the day on a spinner bait. And I just caught a really nice one. Mike just caught a really nice one out in 13, 14 feet of water. I casted that one up right tight to shore. I mean, Brett will show you, there's an island right there, and I'll let this go and show you exactly where I casted, and Brett will track my cast for you to know, I mean, the difference between where these fish are actually holding. I mean, on the same piece of structure, right up like that, tight. And I mean, on the first pop or two he hit, boom, they're in there, guys. They're in there. That was another hit right there. Oh, there he is. Yeah, so that's why you don't make a bunch of assumptions and say, oh, they're in 14 feet, they're in 14 feet. They could be in 14 feet. They could also be right on shore in the same general area. And what you don't want to do is just discount and write off opportunities and what could be happening. What there is there's wind pouring in to a structural spot and a neck down spot. And because of that, right there, Marquette County Walleye, Marquette Adventures, Guiding Service and Echo Tours. Guys, we could sit here and catch fish all day long.
Hey guys, Scott Cormier here for Fisherman's Digest and the Strike King Tackle Box. Today we were fishing a lot of stuff differently, but hey, I tell you what, those Rage swimmers were awesome today. On the 275, which is actually our smaller size, which is actually really great for Great Lakes smallmouth, walleye, and everything else. And John did all his damage on the 3 1/4. So you have both sides. You have 2 bigger sizes in this for all the different things. I did throw a large one for some pike. Never got a bite on the big one, but we got a bite on the small one, didn't we? And then also something that a lot of people don't throw, especially for walleyes, is we actually caught quite a few larger walleyes today on a Strike King tour grade spinnerbait. This is a 1/2 ounce mile with a chartreuse and white blades, trailer hook on the back. When the fish are up in the weeds, the shallow area, we were throwing it around some wood and some of those sand points. It's a really overlooked bait to throw for walleyes.
Fish, got him. Got him. Film. Whatever it was. It's big. Whatever it was, no, whatever it is big. Got the net there, Mike?
Yep, I got it.
All right, way to go, Scott. I said, oh, look, a big fish surface there. Scott throws a KVD spinnerbait, Rage swimmer, and I think he has a big northern. Well, that'd be great because that would be a big walleye then. Oh, here, why don't I get this topwater from hanging out of your face. Oh, it's a monster northern, guys. That's a 40. Oh my God! Yeah! Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, we're gonna hold that thing and get pictures. So anyway, I saw this fish swirl. I'll reach in and grab him. Guys, you want awesome fishing? Right here, buddy. Marquette County, Michigan. Scotty throws a little Rage swimmer at him. 40 plus, pummels it. Mike Coziera, Marquette Adventures, thanks so much. Tons of walleyes, Mongo northerns, little itty bitty Wade swimmers. All right, let's get this girl back in. Awesome, awesome fish. There she goes.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.